Coming up on this week's Movie Buff, Renée Zellweger is back on the big screen. We go all sci-fi with a film that plays with the real and the imaginary. And Clive Owen takes on one of the world's most powerful banks.
New in Town is about a high-powered consultant played by Renée Zellweger who's in love with her Miami lifestyle.
I can do it.
Joan, book Lucy to Minnesota this weekend.
Minnesota?
Yes, Renée, Minnesota. Now, she's sent to a middle-of-nowhere town in the US to oversee the restructuring of a blue-collar manufacturing plant, and she endures a rather frosty reception from the locals, icy roads and freezing weather. She does, however, warm to the small town's charm and eventually finds herself being accepted by the community.
If you have a problem with me, you should just come out with it. Okay?
She seems nice enough. I doubt she'll last a week, poor thing.
But as you'd imagine, there's a twist, and when she's ordered to close down the plant and put the entire community out of work, she's forced to reconsider what she's doing.
Yes, wait.
What an idiot.
She may not be where she expected.
What the hell?
You know you're not so bad when you're unconscious.
But she's warming up to the possibilities.
I'll need to be carried by some sexy man.
Think I'm sexy, huh?
What?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure I was never in any real danger.
Folks around these parts freeze to death all the time. Especially the stupid ones.
Renée Zellweger.
Now, it's not the sort of film I'd watch personally, but you can see how it would appeal to the fans of Bridget Jones, and with Mother's Day not so far away, probably the perfect treat for your mum.
Harry Connick Jr.
I was thinking I could pick you up around 8. Or wear something you can get dirty.
Something dirty?
Are you such a city girl you can't pee outside?
Stop.
You wear a thong?
You said something dirty.
I said wear something you can get dirty.
Go!
New in town.
If you want something a bit challenging, then sci-fi drama Franklin could be just the ticket. The complicated urban fairy tale stars Eva Green, Ryan Felipe and Sam Riley. Control star Sam says it was the unusual plot that made him want to get involved.
It's an unusual film. It's an exciting film, and it's, you know, it makes you think, and it's rewarding, I think, in the end, for sticking at it.
So what happens now?
Time to tie up loose ends, I guess.
Like what?
It was me who told you that story.
Sam plays Milo, one of 4 characters that the film follows. Set in contemporary London and futuristic made-up place Meanwhile City, the movie is a window into the lives of 4 unique people. There's heartbroken Milo, artist Amelia, deeply religious Peter and atheist vigilante Jonathan. Ryan plays Jonathan, and he has to spend much of the film behind a mask. Annoying for Ryan as he does his own stunts, not that you can tell that it's him.
But the producers assured me that they would make it known that no one ever wore the mask but me. You know, because I had some pretty good fight scenes, and I was excited to do it. I've been in martial arts since I was 8 years old, and the one time I do it in a film, I'm wearing a mask, and it could be you. No stunt double at all, not the entire film. So.
Yeah, we believe you. As well as Ryan's martial arts skills, there's also a stunning performance from Eva Green to appreciate, and both of the former Bond girls' co-stars were full of praise for her work.
She's lovely and you know, a great actress, so that always makes it nice and easy to work with somebody.
I think this is one of the best performances she's given. It's very, very complicated part she plays.
I don't really feel like we've actually explained what the film is about, and that's because it plays with the real and the imaginary and touches on a variety of themes, including romance, faith, and a fight against the system. So there you go, all that in one film. Not an easy task, but one that works well for Franklin. In the current economic climate, most people wouldn't mind bringing the world's most powerful banks to justice. Well, we may not be able to do that personally, but if you go to the cinema this weekend to see Clive Owen's new movie, The International, you can play out your financial fantasy through him.
We finished the film 1.5 to 2 years ago, and it was always a relevant film, but no one could have predicted how timely it is. I mean, it's about me trying to pursue a huge bank because I believe them to be totally corrupt, and we believe them to be using money inappropriately and to be not a sound institution and to be involved in things they shouldn't be involved in. And obviously that's become a huge, big questions that people are asking now.
As he says, the film sees him take on the role of an Interpol agent who discovers a big bank is involved in some seriously illegal activities. Clive isn't alone in his fight for justice, though, seeking assistance from the lovely Naomi Watts.
There has to be a way to bring down this bank.
You will have to go outside the system of justice.
You don't have the authority to arrest me.
Who said anything about arresting you? Go back. If we can get him, we can get the bank.
This guy can bury them.
The pair's investigation takes them on a sightseeing tour to remember, from Berlin to Milan to New York and even Istanbul.
Amazing locations within those places. So, it's one thing to go to shoot in Istanbul, but to go on the roofs of the Grand Bazaar, which is an amazing place, and to shoot in the Guggenheim, to take over the main square in Milan for 2 weeks, felt a very epic shoot.
Epic indeed, although it does seem that Clive Owen toting a gun, running through the middle of an Istanbul bazaar, isn't a big deal for the locals.
Obviously, it's impossible to try and lock down a location like that, so basically they sent me in there loose, and they had the camera a long way away on a long lens, and they gave me a security guy who was standing pretty close, and they put a gun in my hand and had me just tearing through the Grand Bazaar. And the weird thing was, when people did clock that I had a gun in my hand, they didn't seem too bothered about it, which the idea of doing that in London or New York, people would, you'd be shot, I think, or, do you know what I mean, you'd be brought to the ground or something, but it was very uncanny, people's reaction there.
Well, they may not have been bothered by Clive's latest movie, but it's hoped that cinema goers over here will think differently when The International bursts onto a cinema screen near you.
We can get justice.
Justice.